Well, this morning you would have thought the sky had fallen on real estate after the Fed raised interest rates and with what the media was saying. So I kind of did a deep dive today and looked around to see what other sources are saying is happening with the market. So Fannie Mae, who backs a lot of our loans, they are predicting that 11.1% fewer homes will sell in 2022. To be honest, National Association Realtors is, they were saying 10% fewer homes are going to sell in 2022 compared to last year because of inventory constraints plus rising interest rates. So, so that's not really a surprise. I went and looked at Motley Fool. There's a guy named Matt Argerslinger, I think is how you say his name, was saying that price decreases will be seen in some areas of the country due to rising interest rates, which are raising the cost to own a home, to be honest, which we all kind of know. Even Lawrence Yun with the National Association Realtors, our chief economist, was saying that, a $300,000 mortgage payment is now $1,800, where it was $1,265 a month in December. So, that is going to shrink the buyer pool a little bit, and sales could fall a little bit because of that. And some inventory may start sitting on the market a little more. I haven't told you what's happened in Chattanooga yet, so don't worry too much. Economists are still predicting that sales will continue to soften in the near future, which may put downward home pressures on pricing. The Motley Fool economist was also saying, Zillow's seeing that 5% of homes have had to reduce their prices by 5 to 10%, which 5% is not a lot, considering you're talking about a whole country worth. It's not a huge number, but I do think it is saying to all sellers here and elsewhere that if you thought you were going to get some huge price and you put some huge price on your home, that you may have to adjust. Like, you may not get that enormous price that you could have a few months ago, but now maybe you can't. You may have to adjust your price to a more reasonable price in order to sell your home right now. Home buyers at the moment, they are a bit more cautious, so I would agree with that. And there's maybe less demand, as in home buyers are having a little less urgency, but housing is still housing and is still needed by everybody. So in Chattanooga, the number of new listings grew in May, and in just last week's 1 week real estate report, it grew as well. So that's a good thing for home buyers. The inventory of homes for sale has gone up as well. So pending home sales were up in May by 4.5%, but we're down a little bit according to that last week report. Median home sale prices in Chattanooga are still up. They were 21.2% both in May and in the last week. So we're not seeing home prices go down a lot yet in Chattanooga. But with interest rates and what other economists are saying, could be coming to a point. So pricing may start go down a little. So, but I did love another thing I had heard from Matt Argerslinger is that we are, his opinion is we are entering a recession. I think that's pretty obvious. He doesn't think the housing market is one of those areas of the market that's going to be hit too hard. It's not going to be the one that takes the brunt of it like in 2008. Even though the housing prices have risen, interest rates are higher, there are millions of people who would rather own a home than rent or live in their parents' basement or wherever else people are. So he thinks that demand is not going to go away. It's very demographically driven. If we do hit a recession, whatever that looks like, he thinks that other factors are going to be hit harder than the housing market in this particular time. So I would say that we are seeing sales soften a little, seeing the market slow a little, but we still only have 1/5 of the amount of inventory that we need really for a healthy market. So housing market's doing well. Things are softening. Prices still have to be good. So I hope that helps you, maybe even calm you about the real estate market after the barrage of reports that you may have seen on the news this morning. Hey, if you have any questions, then give me a call, Nathan Waldorf, at 423-544-7700.